You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi there, Young and the Restless fans. I've got your 2-week spoilers for January 13th through the 24th. Victor makes a vow to destroy Ian, and Adam is optimistic. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you are not subscribed, please click that button. And now let's get right into the action on Monday, January 13th. So Private Eye Denise calls Nate to deliver a shocker. So Damian has been bouncing around job to job and then apartment to apartment, and then they found out that the company that is the same company that he has worked at for all those jobs and the same investment company that owns all the apartments that he's been living in as he bounced job to job. And now Denise Tolliver has found out that, in fact, Damian owns both the real estate investment company and the other company. So it seems very, very strange. Meanwhile, Nate tells Audra he didn't like leaving LA with things not settled with his brother, but she tells him she knows he did what he could, and he's really hoping to hear from Damian and is still debating about how he handled not telling him the truth and doing some subterfuge with this sort of semi-fake job offer to try and get close to him. But then Nate gets a text from Damian and said he is coming to Genoa City to check out Winters. So we have Chance and Summer at dinner, but she is very distracted and upset because she went over to play with Harrison, and then Claire and Kyle came in and said they needed to have a private conversation with Kyle's son. Summer left very aggravated, and what they're doing is Claire and Kyle decided to go ahead and tell Harrison they're dating before he figured it out and before he busted them, since she has been staying over. And a matter of fact, Harrison makes a little remark about hearing them and said it sounded like they were having fun. He's completely chill with it. He just wants Claire to have breakfast with him the next time she stays over. Chance is distracted because Sharon is missing, but her car is found, and he feels like something is off about the case. And Summer gripes to him and says that she thinks Claire is pushing herself into Kyle and Harrison's life and that she is deliberately moving fast. And Chance calls her out on jealousy, which Summer doesn't like. Basically, she feels like she is being replaced in both her ex-husband's and her son's lives. And Chance tries to get her to chill out, but I don't know how well that is going to go. Adam and Chelsea have a big conversation at Crimson Lights. Connor is a little nervous about moving into the big house at the ranch, and he's having a little OCD issue about the light switches in his new room, that the house is a lot bigger, that it's just a new place, and he doesn't like getting out of his comfort zone. Adam even offers to delay or cancel the move, but instead, Connor wants his mom to move in, and Chelsea wonders if Adam got the kid to say that, which he did not. And then Chelsea relents and says she will think about it. And Adam says, just, it might help Connor. And he insists she'll have her own space in the house and it won't be anything untoward. On Tuesday, January 14th, Chelsea and Victoria have drinks at the Jazz Lounge, and they find some things in common as they talk. And I wonder if it's about Victor and his constant interfering in his children's personal lives. Nick shares a theory with Chance. Obviously, it is about what's happened to Sharon and how she's gone missing, and about the fact that Ian Ward is coincidentally in town. Also, Ian's plot takes a very dangerous turn. This is in his plot to get revenge on Sharon for, stealing his daughter Mariah, who basically he facilitated being stolen from her. So pot kettle. Wednesday, January 15th, we have Claire running into Jordan at Crimson Lights. Jordan is over there. I don't even know why she's hanging out at the most popular coffee shop in town. And when Claire hears her speaking to the barista, she immediately recognizes her great Aunt Jordan's voice. And Jordan tries to creep away, but Claire follows, and there is a confrontation. Plus, Chelsea surprises Adam, and I think she is going to decide to move in. And Billy makes a shocking decision. The only thing that would really be shocking to me is if he decides to give up his revenge plan. Nothing else would really shock me at this point. Victor finds out all the things that he thinks Ian has been up to, but I'm quite certain he hasn't figured out everything, but he has figured out part of his deception. And Claire tells Nikki and Victoria that her psycho Aunt Jordan is back and in Genoa City. And I think that they are going to quickly realize that this may have something to do with Sharon also. I just wonder when someone's going to connect the dots to her coming back at the same time as Ian. And Phyllis tells Billy he needs to tell her the truth and come clean. And on Friday, January 17th, we have got Claire threatening Jordan, which seems long overdue. And Victor is very suspicious of Nikki, and I wonder if she's going to keep the secret from him that Jordan is back in town because maybe she wants to dispense a little vigilante justice. Since she saved her life before, maybe she wants to take it this time. I mean, we have seen her and Victoria and a couple other friends bury a body before, so you just never know. Sharon is freaking out down in the sewer, trying desperately to get out before she dies of dehydration or hunger. She finds an iron bar and is trying to break off her chains. The question is, can she do it before Jordan gets down there and gets back to her? Going into the week of Monday, January 20th through Friday, January 24th, Jordan is once again facing prison because she is out illegally, not on parole. Another prisoner took on her ID and then died. So I just wonder, knowing that time is running out, how desperate will she get and what lengths will she go to carry out her revenge plan on Claire and to avoid re-incarceration. Meanwhile, Nikki and Victoria are quite determined to protect Claire from Jordan, and they may be ruthless in how they deal with this woman that stole Victoria's daughter when she was a baby, burned down her house last year, pushed Nikki off the wagon, tried to kill the whole family, and repeatedly kidnapped Claire. Meanwhile, Victor is determined to get Ian out of their lives for good, and if prison isn't an option, then Victor may decide a more permanent solution needs to happen. You know, he could always drop Ian in that same prison in South America where he left Marco Anicelli. That seems like a good option. Phyllis and Sharon face disturbing fates if no one stops Ian and Jordan because they are still targets. And Damian comes to Genoa City, and then Nate and Amy have to face the music because both have been lying to Damian. Amy has been lying since his birth about the identity of his biological father, and then Nate lied about being his brother and that pretense of the job offer. Also, what the heck is going on with Damian and these companies that he owns and him bouncing town to town? Is he playing undercover boss or something? Chelsea and Connor go ahead and move into the ranch house, and then it could be game on for a reconciliation for Chatham. Billy cannot let go of his grudge, and Phyllis is in deeper with him next week. And Nick is increasingly desperate to find Sharon before it's too late. Will Chance listen to his theory and take action?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.